Let me describe you real quick. You start learning guitar, then stopped. You got really into fitness for about 3 months and then moved on. You wanted to start that YouTube channel, you wanted to start that business, you wanted to start something else or learn a new skill. You bought the course, download the app, watch some of the videos, and then nothing happened. The most frustrating part is it's not like you don't care. The thing is, you care too much about too many things: photography, writing, coding, learning, business, music, fitness, content creation. All of it actually interests you, but and when you start, it feels possible, and yet here you are, good at nothing, committed to nothing, finished nothing. And somewhere in the back of your mind, there's this voice that says, maybe I'm not actually built for consistency. Maybe something is wrong with me. And that's what I'm gonna talk about in this video, because I genuinely believe that voice is wrong. First, let's understand what's actually going on, because most of the people misdisguise this completely. The thing problem is laziness or lack of discipline or short attention span. But that's not it. Here's what is actually happening. Your brain is actually addicted to the process of starting something new. When you discover a new interest, there's this dopamine rush that actually interests you. Excitement, possibility, everything feels fresh and open, full of opportunities. That feeling is real. It's not fake motivation. In that moment, you genuinely want to commit to that one thing, that I want to do this for maybe 2 months or maybe 2 years or maybe 10 years. And then something happens. You hit what I call the boring middle. The beginning of anything is exciting. The idea, the first lesson, the first attempt, the first failure, everything feels like progress. But things get hard when you're not a beginner anymore, and you are not good either. But where the progress slows down, where it stops feeling new, and right at that moment, a new interest shows up. Something else catches your eyes, and your brain goes like, oh, this is something I should try. The rush is available. That feeling is now coming back. Let's go there instead. And you go and you repeat the cycle. This isn't character flaw. This is literally how the brain works when it hasn't been trained to sit at one place in discomfort and working on that same thing over and over again. Now I want to be honest with you guys, so I'm gonna tell you what it cost you actually over the time, because I think people actually underestimate this. Because on surface it looks harmless. You tried so many things, so what? But here's what actually going in your unconscious mind. When every time you start something and you quit, you send a message to your unconscious mind. I am someone that messages, I am someone who can't follow up things. I am someone who doesn't follow through. And over the time, when you keep sending that message to your unconscious mind, after a point, you start believing. It becomes your identity. And even when you find something that you actually want to commit, you cannot commit, because you know what happened last time. Because your brain knows the pattern. And that self-doubt is, so what? Even if I like this feeling, I'm just gonna quit after some time. This is like when you start quit many things. After this is your identity. This is your words that you are gonna say. So what? I'm just gonna quit. Why put so many efforts? That feeling, that is real damage. It slows down your thinking of creativity, and that's the thing you actually need to fix. Okay, so here's where I want to change the framing completely, because most of the people think that this is actually a problem. Having too many interest in too many things is actually a problem, but that's not a problem. Having curiosity of doing something or thinking about something, it's actually one of the rarest thing a person can have. The problem is not that you have too many interests, but the problem is you haven't learned that how to use that curiosity as a tool. Think about the people who are actually doing really good things in the world right now. The best creator having multiple skills from multiple fields. The best entrepreneurs connect dots across industries. The best problem solvers, the best entrepreneurs, they're bringing all the things, all the interests they had, and connected everything like no one else could have. It was never supposed to be in the same room. The things that they did, the people who win, one of those people who went really deep in one thing. Sometimes there are people who are fairly in 3 or more things, and then connected them in a way that nobody else can, because nobody have that exact combination that you have, and that's you. The combination is yours. But the thing is, you can actually use this as a tool if you go deep enough in each and every interest you have. Dabbling doesn't count. You work for like 2 months and you want that you thought that you will be a millionaire in 2 months. That's bullshit. Watching 3 to 4 YouTube videos and getting motivated and start making content for like 2 weeks, that doesn't count, brother. You have to stay long enough that you starting to understand what's actually going on, but what's actually work. So practically, what do? Let's talk about solution. I have talked enough about the problem, about you. Let's talk about the solution. First, stop trying to find your one passion. That idea of there's one thing that waiting for you to work on, that will make you feel like you're doing something exciting every day and never feels like work. And that's actually a myth. Whatever you do, there is a part in the middle when you feel like I can't do this. This is too boring. That's actually the part what you need to bear and pass through. Everything feels boring sometimes. Even I feel boring. I feel getting bored of what I'm doing right now. Even if I want to quit, I don't, because I know that this part eventually will end after some time. So commit to yourself that when you find a new interest that actually interests you, keep that thing 90 days. In 90 days, you'll understand whether I want to do this for the rest of my life or not. Most of the people quit at day 12, day 15, 20th day. But I want you to understand this. If you actually want to know whether it inspires you or it's actually something worth that you can do for the rest of your life, you have to give it at least 90 days. After 90 days, you'll understand about that idea than most of the people. Then you can take the decision whether I want to do this or not. You have gone deep enough that you now know whether I want to do this or not. So I want to leave you with this. So in the end, I want to leave you with this, guys. The version you're looking for is the one who is focused, with more patience, committed, building something. That person is not a different person. It's just you with little more patience, little more curiosity, and patience for the bit boring middle part. And that's it. You don't need a different personality. You don't need to clear curiosity. You don't need to become someone who actually cares about only one thing. Because here's what happens when you do. Boring middle eventually ends. The feeling of starting something new, that dopamine feeling, is nothing compared to when you build something, when people know you for something. Actual skill, actual depth, actual confidence in yourself. And once you have it, even in one thing, it actually changes how you approach everything. You were never broken. And lastly, you were never broken. You were just a person with a lot of potential who don't know where to aim. And with this, I end this video. Goodbye, guys.